NFL Draft Day. Can anyone challenge Trevor Lawrence as the best quarterback in this year's draft? Mac Jones or Trey Lance? Do the San Francisco 49ers finally have their minds made up at number 3? And which is a better option for the New England Patriots, Jimmy G or Justin Fields? Asking for a friend. Good Thursday morning, everyone. Welcome to First Things First. Jenna Wolf alongside. Nick Wright is ready.
Big day.
Brandon Marshall obviously is ready. Kevin Wilds appears to be ready as well. Wilds, you must be ready for a wild ride tonight. Tons of rumors around the Patriots heading into this one.
Oh, Jimmy G, get your Jimmy G jerseys. They are not on sale yet. They're on sale in San Francisco. They're going to be extra priced in New England.
No. That one count.
Guys, we're finally here. 2021 draft all set for tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, NFL Network. Storylines aplenty going into this one. We got 5 quarterbacks expected to go early. Jags and Jets appear set at 1 and 2, but after that, that is where it's going to be fun to watch it all unfold. Brandon Marshall, let's start right here. Which team do you think is facing the most pressure tonight in round 1?
San Francisco 49ers. A couple days ago, we listened to their press conference. It was around 33-minute press conference. And you felt the pressure in that press conference. John Lynch, Coach Kyle Shanahan. It was so uncomfortable. I mean, you give up so much to move up to 3 to get your guy. And we don't know who you're going to take. You're talking about Mac Jones. Now we're talking about Trey Lance. You got Justin Fields out there. This is a franchise-altering move. If you go up that high with a really good team, you have a really good team. And if you get a quarterback that can give you consistent play, you are back in the division as probably the clear-cut leader. You go back to last year, their record doesn't even show how good they was without Jimmy G or any quarterback. They lost most of their games they lost within like 3 or 4 points. So now you bring in a quarterback that can come in and be that joystick that Bucky Brooks always talks about. Wilds, this team can be scary. So it's the pressure on this team. It's a lot because you got to also think about what's going on in the division. The Seattle Seahawks, they didn't get worse. I don't know if they got better, but they didn't get worse, and they're a scary team. The Cardinals got better. The Rams got better. So the pressure's on the 49ers, Wilds.
Okay. I think the pressure's on the Jets. And Brandon, could you stay on the screen just because I want to talk to you directly? Come on, I'm just having an honest conversation in the morning with one of my friends. You know, people save up for a lot of things. Usually they're nice things. You save up for your child's college education so they can have a brighter future. Maybe you save up for an engagement ring to propose to that special someone. You know what you're saving up for, my friend? Despite the smile on your face, I think you're saving up I told you so's. I think you have a nice little account or maybe a safety deposit box with index cards saying, I told you so, Justin Fields. I told you so, Trey Lance. I told you so, and this one's in the back of the seat, Mac Jones. I think the Jets have the most pressure, Brandon, because you've tried to convince me that Zach Wilson is the pick. You finally come around, but I think you are waiting with bated breath. Come week 2 or 3, I think you'll give week 1 a pass, that you are going to be on this show, and you're like, Wilds, you know what? I told you we should have gotten Justin Fields, and that's why I think the Jets have the most pressure tonight.
Listen, if you'd have asked me that a couple weeks ago, probably that was the answer. But I talk so much about Justin Fields that I haven't talked highly or enough about Zach Wilson. This kid can ball. Like, this is what Jay Cutler. His career is going to be what Jay Cutler's career was supposed to be. Like, he's that talented. He's that smart. I don't know what the heck happened with Jay Cutler, but we talking about the flair. We talk about the swagger. We talk about just making plays, you know, that's off schedule. Like, that's who Zach Wilson is. I know that's a terrible comparison. Like, Brandon, why'd you pick Jay Cutler? Well, damn, I had 17 quarterbacks, and he was probably one of the best quarterbacks. I made so much money with Jay Cutler, so I got to go with him. All right? But Zach Wilson will be fine if that's where they choose to go, Nick.
So here's the thing. I don't think it's the most pressures on the Niners or the Jets, but the Jets might actually, Wilds, be my last pick for pressure because What's a good analogy here? Like how there's a lot of pressure on my older daughter when report cards get sent out because there are expectations she's going to do well. Let me tell you something about my son. Love him to death. He felt no pressure on report card day because there were no expectations. No one was like, oh, God, let's wait and see. It was like, let's just hope it's not a disaster, a total disaster. And that's the Jets fans. Jets fans are like, please, just not be a disaster. Like, can it just be okay? Like, we're fine. Can we just pass the class? So there's not pressure there. You know who does have pressure, though, Wilds? And I'm surprised you didn't say it. Your team. The Patriots. Because you look around the AFC East. You look around the AFC East, and sitting right there is Josh Allen, who's, some people think is very, very good. Soon to be sitting right there is Zach Wilson, who has been the clear-cut number 2 pick of this draft for the last 2 months. And then sitting right there is Tua, who I still believe in. He had a rough first year, but was a blue-chip prospect just a year ago. And the Patriots are sitting there. And I think they are going to be in a position tonight where if they want to, they can get Justin Fields. They're going to have to pay for it. It's not going to be cheap. But I also don't think they're going to have to pay through the nose like San Francisco did. They're not going to have to move up to 4 to get Justin Fields. They're probably going to have to move up to 8 or 9. And I do think, Wilds, there is massive pressure on the Patriots today to decide. Do we want to go Cam and do nothing? I don't mean do nothing in the season. Just stand pat, go with Cam. Do we want to do a half measure, which is trade for Jimmy G, or do we want to do a full measure, which is try to go get our young star quarterback because the Bills have a young quarterback, the Jets are about to have a young quarterback, and the Dolphins have a young quarterback. So I think it's a ton of pressure on your team.
Okay, I think it's Jimmy G is going to be the answer, so I don't think we're going to make a move. If anybody makes a move, I think it's going to be the Bears trading up trying to get Justin Fields. And Jenna, there's 2 big breaking news stories tonight. It's going to be that the NFL draft is obviously happening, and Nick, fan of Josh Allen. Big news. I don't know if we should, preempt programming, but Nick now likes Josh Allen. He's like, oh, Josh Allen, the great Josh Allen.
Brandon,
wow,
I said some people think he's great. I checked the tape. Yep. Brandon, I said some people think he's great. I am not necessarily including myself in that group of people, but go ahead, Brandon.
It's okay. The Bills have Josh Allen.
No.
Go, Brandon.
Right. Look, Jen, I just don't want to end this block with all the negativity surrounding my Jets. This is a big day for us. We're going to make a franchise-altering move tonight. We haven't had a champion since Joe Namath. We haven't had one. So listen, the Jets, there's going to be a lot of haters tonight. Block out the noise. Make the right decision. Whether it's Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, it doesn't matter. We'll be fine. So I just want to leave this block with the positivity surrounding the Jets. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go, baby!
So close to putting his shoulder
Can I just tell
pads
America, Brandon's okay. We promise you, Brandon's okay. And he's going to be okay even after the Jets make their selection, whatever the heck their selection is going to be.
Jenna has the green pin in her hand, too. I see it, the details.
Oh, you saw that, right? Yeah, it's subtle, but not so subtle. Let's play a little in or out. I want to ask you a question. There was a little news last night. Broncos dipping into the quarterback pool yesterday. They picked up Teddy Bridgewater from Carolina. So now what does Denver do? They got the 9th pick. Do they get a quarterback? I don't know. Brandon, you in or out on Denver still drafting a QB at 9 after acquiring Teddy for a 6th-round pick?
Well, I'm all in because I believe in Teddy Bridgewater, but I'm also all in on Teddy Bridgewater because, like I said weeks ago, he trains here at House of Athlete, and I don't want to get off of this set, walk out there in the weight room, and have to deal with him because we have First Things First blasted all over our Jumbotron in the weight room, and they watch it. So I don't want to deal with Teddy Bridgewater, so I'm all in.
All right, so for me personally, I'm out because I have a natural, what's the word? Hate for the Broncos, good sports hate, and I want Teddy to succeed. I want Teddy to do well, so I'm a little conflicted, but I really do appreciate John Elway continuing with half measures at quarterback. Drew Lock was 2nd-round pick. Osweiler was 2nd-round pick. We'll give you a 6th-rounder for Teddy Bridgewater. Do we want a franchise quarterback? Like, at some point, folks are going to have to ask the question, is John Elway just trying to protect his own quarterback statistical records? Like, God dog it, I'm going to be the franchise leader in everything. Like, and so I just wondered. So I wish Teddy the best, and I root for him.